which is insecurity. Number 4, disappointment, unjust, unfair, and the lack of fitness to the family of others, which you can't do to your own family, sir. Because holding a salary of genuine and verified workers who have been verified by the committee for over 4 weeks now, but still holding their formal salary, while others 6 months, and they never mind you at all. Number 5, inability to comply with the 10,000 naira palliative of federal government approved to add in every staff salary since August, but you never paid it to any civil servant. Instead, majority of those who was lucky being paid was complaining reduction from their basic salaries. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Mujtaba Rufai Gusau, the chairman of the Unpaid Concern Forum. Today I want to present a favor to His Excellency the Executive Governor of the Unpaid State, Dr. Laundari. Dear Your Excellency, we are writing this open letter to you as a concerned citizen of Zamfara State. We would like to express our expectation and concern regarding your administration and the current state of affairs in our beloved state. We would like to begin by acknowledging some of the effort made by your administration for the development of healthcare and the primary and secondary educational sector, especially in reducing the little expenses that parents must pay for their children before. This is an important developmental move that deserves commendation. However, we would also like to commend your effort to recruit the Civilian Joint Task Force to fight against insecurity in the state. This is a commendable and applaudable effort, but we believe that the process needs to be sped up as it is moving too slowly. We also believe that the Nigerian Army, under the leadership of the Brigadier General Sani Ahmad, is currently doing its best to fight against insecurity bedeviling the state in the bush. The Nigerian police is also doing its best to ensure internal safety, but lacks the resources to get full support in this fight. All other security agency efforts are highly recognized, but they need improvement considering the escalation of attacks on community across the state presently. Firstly, we believe that holding a position close to the governor is of no value if you cannot provide honest feedback due to a desire to maintain a close relationship or this mindset prevents any criticism of the governor action, which is detrimental. We urge you to use the blessed mindset that you have been endowed with by the Almighty Allah. We have seen a physically and heard from your mouth expression that you are a serious-minded man, and we are grateful to also have a Minister of Defense from the same state. However, it seems that you are ungrateful for his blessing. You must realize that the eyes of the Zamfara State people are on you, and we are keeping track of your success or failure compared to the past administrations. To show us that you are truly committed and dedicated to restoring peace in Zamfara State, we expect you to witness active demonstration of your effort. It is not shameful for you to meet with the Matawale and discuss how you can join hands to save the state from the challenge we have been facing for a long period of time. Furthermore, we expect you to work with not only Matawale but also other past leaders of the state, and any attempt to exclude them from your rescue mission will be seen as a deception rather than genuine effort to save the state. We do not support the termination of Matawale appointment by Mr. President because it was a great loss for the entire state. Whatever mistake Matawale may have made are just a small fraction compared to the majority of past and present executive office holders. We urge you not to focus too much on what others have done wrong, because you may not know how your own action will be ended, and you don't know how people judge you after you have left the office. If you condemn Matawale for his mistake, you must also commend him for his effort, because we are all imperfect human beings. It is a simple arithmetic that can be demonstrated by your own action in your first year in office. where you have already offended many people despite encountering numerous problems in the state. We also have several concerns regarding your administration performance. We believe that your failure outweighs your success due to the following reasons. Number one, administrative failure and some lack of technical know-how in the activities of the government system. Number two, there is lack of social welfare at a time when it was most needed. Number three, there is lack of focus on the issue that led to your success, which is insecurity. Number four, disappointment, unjust, unfair, and the lack of fitness to the family of others, which you can't do to your own family, sir. Because holding a salary of genuine and verified workers who have been verified by the committee for over 4 weeks now, but still holding their former salary, while others 6 months, and they never mind you at all. Number five, inability to comply with the 10,000 naira palliative of federal government approved to add in every staff salary since August, but you never paid it to any civil servant. Instead, majority of those who was lucky being paid was complaining reduction from their basic salaries. Number six, injustice, unfair, and inadequate distribution of food palliative sent by the federal government to every state. Number seven, giving priority to the state capital road project while people are struggling with hunger and hardship to their daily lives, etc. So we urge you to take swift action to address this issue before they escalate beyond your control and become a major problem for the people of the state to bear. We also want to show our level of disappointment to the management of the National Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress, the state chapter, for taking so long to address the issue of concerning state civil servants. This compromise and the loss of trust from the perspective of the civil servant. It is important to remember that those who have not been paid are also families just like any others. One, Nigerian constitutional backup that stated the commitment of the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress duty to ensure the right of the state civil servant and the local government workers have been maintained and protected in Section 40 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, which guaranteed right to peaceful assembly and association. This implies that the Congress has a constitutional duty to assemble and associate peacefully for the protection of the right and the interests of the state civil servant and the local government workers. There is also another constitutional backup in Section 14, subsection 2c of the Constitution, which stated that the participation by the people in their government should be ensured in accordance with the provision of this Constitution. This implies that the Congress has a constitutional duty to ensure that the voice and the concern of state civil servants and local government workers are heard and represented in government. Therefore, any action taken by the Congress to protect the right and the interests of these workers will be in line with the constitutional provision. All our expectations and concern are based on the Nigerian Constitution, which provides for the fundamental right of all citizens peacefully. We would like to draw your attention to the following section of the Constitution. Number 1, Section 14, subsection 2b. The security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of the government. This means that your administration has a duty to ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens of Zamfara State. Number 2, Section 14, subsection 2c of the Constitution stated that the participation of the people in their government shall be ensured in accordance with the provision of this Constitution. This means that your administration must provide opportunity for citizens to participate in the government and have their voice heard. Number 3, Section 17, subsection 2a, the state should direct its policy toward ensuring that there are adequate and equal opportunity for all citizens to derive maximum benefit from the resources of the state. This means that your administration must ensure that all citizens of the state have equal access to resources and opportunity. Number 4, Section 17, subsection 2b of the Nigerian Constitution also stated that the state shall promote a planned and balanced economic development and shall not permit the concentration of the wealth of the nation in the hand of a few individuals or a group. This means that your administration must work toward promoting economic development and that benefit all the citizens of Zamfara State, and not just a few selected few. Number 5, Section 39, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution stated that every person should be entitled to freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinion and to receive and impart ideas and information without interference. This means that citizens of Zamfara State have the right to express their opinion and ideas without fear of interference from the government. We believe that the administration has a duty to uphold these constitutional provisions. Therefore, we urge you to take a swift action to address the concern we have raised in our offer letter. We also call on you to ensure that the fundamental rights of all citizens of Zamfara State are protected and upheld. May Almighty Allah continue to guide us toward the righteous path and give you the strength to lead with fairness and justice. Thank you very much for your attention and time. You are sincerely Mujtaba Rufai Gusau, Chairman of the Concern Forum.